Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakahak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, salutations and blessings to the elect. This is just a walk and talk. I'm out, just getting my walk in. It's kind of speed walking, you try to take care of your health, but that's beside the point. Like we always say, that we sound like a broken record. I don't have any scriptures on deck, but I'll be quoting. But like we say, we sound like a broken record, but we're getting closer and closer to the time of the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. And what's going on, boy? A lot of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans don't see it coming. And a lot of you not built up to take what's getting ready to come ahead. And it's real sad that you got Israelite groups that's supposed to be leaders of their congregation and their sheep, but they're not warning them of the MOTB, the mark of the beast. Like the brothers, like the men of Great Millstone, starting with Apostle Tahar, who goes in this thing really hard about the MOTB, and what it is, and whoever take it, and their destruction that's going to come upon them, whoever take it. And there's no turning back from it. So it's not sin. The Bargo, what they say, and sleeping white women, all these crazy, false, is the RFID chip or some tracking device they're going to implant under your skin. Either forehead, right hand, left hand, whatever, butt cheek, whatever people is saying. Whatever you do, you take this subthermal device under your skin for purchasing, selling, and trading, whatever the case may be. You have made allegiance to with the devil. So that's where you're going to be destroyed, like the devil's going to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles and hot laser concentrated fire from the chariots. So, and that's why we come out to warn you when we go into Revelation 13, telling you what the mark of the beast is. It's an RFID chip that's going to be used for selling, buying, keeping track of all your records. And you're going to have this in order to, like we say, function in society, man. This is going to be a mandatory thing in the near future. And the only way you can get this thing, the only way you can function in society like you're doing right now is if you have this mark. What the fuck? So, yeah, we're getting closer and closer to that time, and like I say, these groups that's not warning their people about what's getting ready to come, man. Shame on you, man. And you're gonna have that blood on your hands when these people take that and be destroyed because of your lack of leadership of warning these people of the danger that's coming forth, not prophesying about the mark of the beast, for Jacob's trouble, so on and so forth. So, if you are like the men of Great Millstone, I'll say, if you're a man of the Lord, these are the things you should be warning your people that follow you, man. That the MOTB is near, and whoever take it is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, point blank, period. Or this thing would cause, they say, a grievous sore, get cancer from it, So anybody that takes it, they want to save themselves in this world. And the Bible tells you, he that saves his life shall lose it. And he that loses his life shall have everlasting life. So roughly paraphrasing, shall live, And that's what we're going to concentrate and focus on, man. Because basically, when you come into this truth, you already lost your life, man. You gave your life up to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, And you don't take pleasures in this world like a lot of the people, the blind people of the world, you know, planning for all these different events, football, basketball, all these different things, chasing a bag, planning their future, planning weddings, you know, so on and so forth. What we're focusing on is the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And we get the fuck up out of here, man. That's our main focus, man, is doing this to the best of our ability so we can get the fuck up out of here, man. You know, we're tired of living in Babylon the Great, and it's only getting worse, especially if you're a man that is in the know. You see all the things that this man is getting ready to bring upon the people, especially the men of the Lord. You know, because we're not going to fall or succumb to his new world order. We're not going to, you know, be in allegiance with him. We're not going to be, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to be with him. We're not on his side. And it's going to be crystal clear when you try to present that MOTB. You're going to see the man that stands so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So you're going to see the man that stand fast. And then you're going to know when they come after us like a madman spared none, and spoiling and destroying them that fear the Lord. Roughly paraphrasing 2nd Ezra 16:70. And destroying those that fear the Lord. Then you should know who this his chosen are, roughly paraphrasing, when he say destroy their houses and things of that nature. So we know this devil is coming, and we got to stand fast, man. We can't, you know, fold in the days after all this, we fold because we see this devil coming with these concentration camps, guillotines, all kind of torturing sinners. You know, these are things. What the Lord say? The servant is not greater than his master. So whatever the master went through, basically Yahushua went through hell, so we're gonna go through it. So be braced and prepare yourself, man. You know, these are the things when we took that oath. Hey, this is part of that deal. Is that we're gonna go through the the persecution, man. They're gonna come after us, man, real soon. Word is bond, and you gotta be deal in the spirit, man. It's deep down knowing, hey, I don't give a fuck anyway. You know, you killed me, you know. The Lord have mercy, give me the spirit to look death right in the face, man. Let him kill me. Because I'm not, you know, I'm not folding, man. I don't want to be in this man's world anyway. I wanted to be out of here years ago. You know, so how much more now? You know, I hate, you know, you hate the way this devil is, he have this little control he has right now is a nuisance, where he's monitoring your videos, he's, you know, he's doing all this shit, surveillance, you know, and then how much more when the cash just go this place go cashless, when you have total control over the people, over the people. So yeah, we're definitely, you know, hasten the days of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We can't wait, you know. So yeah, we're gonna patiently wait. I mean, suffering, you know, go through the suffering while we wait. But at the end of the day, we're gonna, you know, hold faith, stand fast, and pray every day. Always praying. As soon as you leave the house, like Apostle Kabar, starting with Apostle Ricard, always say, he would say all the time, pray. Pray is a big thing. You know, like they say, Apostle Ricard is big on prayer, man. And that's important, man. Prayer shows faith, and And that's the only thing we got. That's our only communication to salvation is through prayer and belief and faith. So that's our lifeline to Yahweh Shemi Yahushua is prayer, man. You know, you don't pray, you don't show faith. You lack faith. So our thing is to pray and watch as well as praise, like and do this work, man, until the Lord comes, until the Lord, bring that famine of the word, man, where we ain't gonna be out here, telling the people what time it is anymore. These people are gonna have to learn the hard way, through their own ways, like it says. You're gonna have to learn. You have to deal with your own devices, your own way. Roughly paraphrasing. Proverbs 1 in the 20th chapter somewhere, when the Lord said He's gonna come like a whirlwind, and these people are gonna be anguished, and upset. Because a lot of people didn't take heed to the word when the Lord was out there telling these people what time it is. And we're at the end, man. World War III is on the horizon. Shit. We're at that time, man. We're at that time. And it's a beautiful time right now. It says what it says. 9 things that I judge. Roughly paraphrasing, the 10th is to see your children. Roughly paraphrasing it, but see the downfall of his enemy. That's what I want to say. Him that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, and that's where we are. Us men that's in the know, we see this place falling. Ace, stop it, you goof ass. Ace. Cut it out. And we see it, and it's like dog see a cat. Ace, get your ass over here. Yeah, that's it. Hey, we seeing the fall of this devil. A lot of you got these jakes that's chasing the bag, trying to build a future here, trying to put all the eggs in this nest when it's going to be destroyed. What an idiot. What idiots. Here they are selling out for this crumbs. And we're so close to the end, when this devil's gonna enslave you, and the ones that sell out, they really gonna really take that MOTV because they sold out. They'll feel real stupid, gains from that. You can't sell out and then be like, hey man, I can't take the MOTV and lose everything. So they taking the MOTV, So yeah, just to walk and talk. Speaking on the MOTV, the mark of the beast, which is an RFID chip, and the whole world will be forced to take this thing to function in the world today. I mean, we're in functioning society in the near future, and if you take it, you will be destroyed. Point blank, period. Like it says, He causes all, both rich and poor, free and bond, to take that mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So that day is coming soon. We are fastly approaching that day. And if you can't see it, it's because the Lord has blinded you. When it says in Romans, if this truth be hid, it is hid to those that the Lord, those that are lost, roughly paraphrased. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.